All right, good morning, traders. Today is February 26, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. I spy pivot this morning, 504.14. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. Friday, SPY, SMH, QQQ, and Diamond Dow made new all-time highs while closing the day with higher highs and higher lows. FNGU made a new 2-year high, also closing the day with a higher high and a higher low. IWM did not make any new highs, but it did close the day with a higher high and a higher low. So all of the Fab 5 made higher highs and higher lows yesterday. SLV, still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low while closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA trend indicator. GLD, still in a downtrend, closed under a bullish trap and under the 17 EMA trend indicator. Is that true? I have to recheck that one. USO remains in an uptrend, closed between the bullish trap and the rising 17 EMA. UNG, still in a downtrend, closed below the bearish trap and below the 17 EMA, challenging the all-time lows. US dollar index, still in an uptrend, retraced back to the 103 level. Near the daily chart, flat 200, challenging the minor support made by the last bull flag. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. First chart, SPY. All right, higher low, higher high, new all-time high, closing over trap, 3/8 trap, and 17 EMA there. Okay, let's look at it on the 10-minute. All right, my buy pivot is 504, right around there. See this consolidation? And I'm going to box it in for you right through. Try it again. I'm going to box it in right through there. Below that, I'm going to be a bear. Okay, so below this consolidation is what I'm looking for to be a bear. Other than that, I think we looks like dollar index is coming down a little bit. So looks like there's a possibility we just bull flag right through here and just a whole lot more consolidation. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take a look at one other chart here. Let's take a look at, see if I can find my chart with the channels. All right. So let's take a look at that one, that one. I got one here that I'm really interested in it, and that's the one. All right. As you can see here, SPY in an uptrend channel, bouncing back and forth between this uptrend channel. All right. So it's a possibility, because that's only one line there, that SPY has hit a top up here, needs to consolidate before rising up over here. See, here's our lows. All I did was string these lows together, and then I just created a parallel and dropped it in right on the top there. And you can see now we have a double top on the channel and a triple bottom on this channel right here. So it's a possibility we just consolidate. I'm also looking at a possible MMRP pattern. All right, so to take a look at that MMRP pattern, we have to go back to the daily. And we look at this chart right through here, okay? Price gapped up to there. So what I like to do is, where's my drawing tools? Here they are, all right? So I like to fill that in. So I take my drawing tools, and let's see which one we got here. Is that going to be too big? Kind of fill that in right there. All right. So you can see right there, we fill it in. Even though it didn't trade there, the market took it up to there. So we fill that in. So that's a big green igniting bar. So there's our igniting bar that we look for in the MMRP. All right. Now here's our pause day. Not quite a doji, but you can see price goes up, doesn't really move very far. So there's a pause day. Now I'm looking for price to come back to support. So where's support? So let's take a look at where support would be. Right on the top. Minor support would be right on the top of this. Right through there. Right? Sometimes these MMRPs like to come down a little bit further than necessary, and they might hit this anchored VWAP right through here, and they might come down to a level right through there. So let's take a look where those are. We'll take the crosshairs. So that right there is a pullback to the 102.30 level. All right, and then we got this here is 103.04, a little bit higher, 103.57. So basically about 103.50 between 503 and 503.50 is minor support. That's if market's running fast and they want to just touch it and go. All right, if they really want to settle in, they could come all the way down to 499.46. Right about this area, you can see we got a high here, and we finished the day at like I think around 497. Yeah, we finished the day 497 there. So right through here, 498.90. And of course, if you look at that, that brings us back to the other side of the channel. So the MMRP involves that igniting candle. So there's the igniting candle. This would be the pause. Now we're looking for the pullback to support. All right. The whole reason the MMRP works because it blasts through resistance, comes back, checks the resistance for support to see if it holds. All right. So we're looking for this to come back. It goes up. They're stunned. They're paused. That's the reason you get the pause candle. They're stunned. They don't know what happened. Like, wow, did you just see that move? Okay, and then here's the pause candle. So they take a day to pause, all right, just hang out up here. Like they're still trying to extrapolate what just happened because they're stunned and surprised. Now they come back and check the support, the resistance they just broke out of as support. So now we want them to come back here, all right, and check this area right through here. This would be the minor support. That would be the wicks. You see these tip tops. We got a little peak there. We got another peak there. Want them to check that for support. So pull back to support. We want this. We want to see pull back to support. Hit this 8 EMA. All right, and then we're looking for 3 price advancement candles. Price advancement candles are going to make higher lows and higher highs. There'll be 3 of them. I can only count on 3 of them. Now there may be many more, but I only play for it with 3 candles. So we're looking for a possible pullback to check support, check resistance to act as support and hold. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes it a little bit further, all right? And then sometimes it recovers it won't recover today. Sometimes it won't recover tomorrow, but it may recover the following day. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes earnings from somebody big or some economic numbers come in, provide that support, and price action comes back up to the support line, and then the MMRP continues from there. So we don't know where they're going to find support. Are they going to find it at way down here, 493, at the major resistance? That's these tails that spike down. Okay, are they going to find it at the midpoint of the consolidation, or are they going to find it at the minor support where the 8 EMA is traveling right now on the daily chart? So that's what we're looking for. I'm looking for this MMRP to play out. It doesn't have to pull out to play out, but it's a possibility. It just bull flags through here. A move up, consolidation over to the right, and then we look for the next breakout. All right, what we want to see it come back and check support. Eventually, if it doesn't check support here after the breakout, there's a high chance that it comes back and checks support. So we'll see what happens. That's what we're looking at on SPY. Now let's take a look at the other markets. All right, so let's take this off for right now. Okay, let's take a look at QQQ. Here we are with QQQ. I'm going to roll out so you can see the whole picture. All right, new all-time high right up there. Higher low, higher high. Closing over trap over the 17 EMA. Very bullish. So SPY is bullish, QQQ is bullish. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, new all-time high. Again, just like the others. Closing, higher low, higher high. Over trap, that's the 3-ace trap. Yellow line's the 3, white line is the 8 EMA. So it's closing over the 3 and the 8 trap right there. Okay, and then we're closing over a rising 17 EMA. So we got price action, higher high, higher low, closing over trap and 17 EMA. Trend indicator, that's what we call it. All right, SMH, I'm just going to visit that. I know it's not one of our indices, but it is one of the sectors that does kind of lead us in and out of uptrends. So let's pay attention to it. So SMH, it's our semiconductors. Okay, yesterday's price action, Friday's price action, we got new all-time high with SMH. Nice work, right? Higher low, higher high, closing, over trap, over the 17 EMA. Nice work there in semi. So we got semiconductors, that's the whole sector, right, are very bullish. All right, SPY's bullish, Diamond Dow's bullish, NASDAQ QQQ's bullish. Let's just take a peek at XLK. It's our technology sector. Now, technology didn't quite make it, but the semiconductors did. And I would think semiconductors are a big part of technology, but we have a possible triple top up here in the technology sector. Or do we have consolidation? Let's just visit that. So let's take the quad lines. Let's just take out the breakout from here just to see what that looks like. And then we're going to break out from down. Then we're going to extend the quad lines down to here. All right, so let's just take this part first. Okay, from this double bottom low right here, why don't we just drag it over to that double bottom low? Okay, you can see price action kind of hanging out in the upper third, definitely hanging out in quadrant 4 these last 3 days, the last 2 days, all right, but still looking good. Now let's drag it out to right here. Now you can see XLK kind of bull flagging here. If we look at it, move up and consolidation up in quadrant 4. Notice the price action got up there and it's just kind of consolidated. Let's look at it from back here. Okay, this is our last bull flag breakout. See, price action comes up. Well, actually, let's try this one right here. Okay, you can see here's price action. Imagine none of this has already happened yet. This is the XLK technology. Usually leads us in and out of trends. So here's XLK, bull flag. You can see the bull flag consolidation up in quadrant 4, breaks out, and comes back to test it. Okay, so we'll take this back, pull this back a little bit. And you can see for the most part, it did hang out up in quadrant 4. Now we extend it a little bit further. Okay, and we get consolidation again in quadrant 4. That's what we like to see. And now we extend a little bit even further, and we still get consolidation in quadrant 4. Now notice this took about a month to play out, and this has been up here for, looks like, let's just call it about a month right there. I would expect it to run up here for another month. All right, just another month consolidation if it doesn't make a new high. But here we are with XLK, not making new all-time highs, but setting up the scary head and shoulders. Kind of got this triple top going on up there. All right, let's go back and take a look at IWM after looking at XLK right there. If you did notice, XLK, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap and over the 17 EMA. That's a rising 17 EMA. Right now we're just consolidating up in quadrant 4 from the bottom to the top. Okay, that's what we measure. All right, so big move there. This move took 1, 2, 3 months to play out, 3.5 months. I'd expect way more than 1 month of consolidation up here in quadrant 4 before it breaks out again. I would even probably consider 2 or 3 months. So there's XLK of consolidation up here. So there's XLK. That's looking good. Now let's go visit IWM and FNGU. All right, let's take a look at FNGU first. All right, so here's FNGU on the daily chart. Look at that. Wow, what a breakout there. Let's take this off. Really don't need that. Don't need this. All right, so here's FNGU. All right, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17 EMA. Nice rising 17 EMA. Like to see this consolidate some more. Just kind of cool off. All right. Doesn't have to rise every single day, but it's nice to see it when it does that. But I like to see it cool off. Let it bull flag. Let it consolidate. And then take another move up higher. So we'll see that. So there's FNGU. It's up around 350. Notice 350. Big fat whole round number right there. Okay, so we'll take a look at this, pan over to the left over here, and you can see we're coming into those highs 2 years ago. All right, so it's making new 2-year highs. See, this would be 2022, 2023. That makes this a new 2-year high. Not an all-time high, but 2-year high. And you can see price action way up here is looks like the top 550. All right. So Amazon just got added to the Dow. If my sources are correct, and I would expect Amazon's part of the FNGU. So something like that happens when they're added to the Dow. It means the Dow index is going to have to go out and buy a whole bunch of Amazon. And that's something that could drag this FNGU up to about 400, maybe even 450. Something else comes out, some other good news. We could see in one of the other products of FNGU, we could see FNGU right back up here at the all-time highs. Now here's the last prior peak was, well, look at that, right about 450. Okay, so FNGU's got some momentum going. See that momentum? Higher lows, higher highs, just banging them out one by one. FNGU doing it right. Higher low, higher high, closing over trap, over trend indicator. Now IWM. It's our Russell 2000. All right. So we look at this on a bigger picture. We got a nice bull flag. Is it consolidating in quadrant 4? Let's take a peek. Okay. We have almost an inverted head and shoulders here. We bust out over those highs, and we could be looking at 250, 220, up around there. Right now, we're just kind of hanging out at the 200. We are consolidating in quadrant 4. It's a very good sign. We have an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Another very good sign. Price action closed. How did I get this wrong? Yes, it did. Yeah, I didn't get it wrong. Okay. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap and over the 17 EMA there. So there's IWM closing bullish, still in an uptrend, but more in a bull flag and setting up that inverted head and shoulders. So we'll see how this plays out. Good news there. Let's take a look at our technicals. T2122, Friday's price action, took us out of the buyer's chop zone into the buy zone. So nice work there. Well, makes sense. We made new highs in a lot of products. T2123 on the 15-minute chart. Started out green, ended green. Green all day. T2123. T2123 3-bar chart. All right. So we got a little bit more space opening up here between 17 EMA and the price action. Let's look over to the left. Last time we were up here was August. So, and the market's really looking good with technology leading the way. We could get way up here. So IWM's got a whole lot of room to move. So this is everything in the NYSE. Okay, so nice move there on the 3-bar chart up over the 17 EMA, rising 17 EMA. Nice momentum there. Let's take a look at our FNGU indicator. We already saw the FNGU chart. Okay, we popped up and we just kind of traded lower after VWAP, you know. We couldn't quite hold over VWAP, so we just kind of traded back under VWAP, testing the minor support right through here. See, the minor support would be this hump right there and this hump right there. See those peaks? Those are the minor supports. So price action kind of pulling back, testing that minor support. Hopefully that holds. J-hook can go up to the upside. If not, come back, test the rising 200, and then rip from there. Looking for a J-hook off of that. We'll see what happens. So there's FNGU. Okay, back to our charts. And that was not the chart I wanted, was it? Let's try this one. Yeah, we were working with this one. All right, let's try SLV. Okay, so here's silver. All right. Broke the prior high, so it's in an uptrend. Okay, we got a double bottom down here. Okay, but it's pulling back. So it's still consolidating almost in this bear flag pattern. Let's take that out. And let's draw in this bear flag. We're going to make it red because it is a bear flag. So we got this kind of a move down. We got to move down and then over to the right. See that bear flag's what we're dealing with right now. A move down and over to the right. Also got what looks to be a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and a head right up here. So they break below this line right through here. We can see price action come falling down. But currently, we're in an uptrend because we broke this high right through here. Okay, so that was the high that we just broke through right there. So we made a higher high. So we're looking for price action to hold and make another higher high and a higher low. We'll see what happens. It doesn't look like it's happening today. But there we are. So the price action for Friday, if you look at it, we made a higher high and a lower low. So increased volatility. We closed over the trap, over the 17, but we're still fading right through here. So we'll see what happens today. GLD. Okay, GLD, all right, still in a downtrend, but closing over the bullish trap and over the bullish 17 EMA, okay? Why is it in a downtrend? We got a lower high and we made a lower low. Trying to fight that off. It's currently, if you look at the bigger picture, it's just consolidating right through there. You can see the consolidation, a move up and over to the right. So, but currently in a bull flag on the bigger picture, but in a downtrend because we have a lower high and a lower low. They're trying to fight that off. All right, so here's price action closing over trap and over the bullish rising, kind of a flat 17 right there. So we just did gold. We just did silver. Didn't we do silver? Did we do silver yet? I think we did. If not, we'll review it anyway. Silver, all right. Still in an uptrend? Yeah, we did it because it made the higher high right there. Let's take a look at USO. Getting Alzheimer's. All right, so here we are with USO on the daily chart. Makes a double bottom here. Okay. Made a double bottom here. Made a triple bottom through here. Okay. From here we made a high. Not a higher high, but a high. Made the triple bottom, and now we made a higher high. Came back, made a higher low. Came back up here, bull flagged up, made a higher high. So we have is an uptrend. right now. Okay, where it closed yesterday's price action, Friday's, excuse me, we've got a lower high and a lower low for the daily candle. Closed between a rising 17 and a bullish trap that wasn't there before. Okay, so we closed between the trap and the rising 17 EMA. Still bullish. This is in a bull flag formation right now, where they move up. You got that move up, and then you can see this kind of move over to the right. You get this kind of bull flag going on right through there. All right, so now let's take a look at our economic indicators. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Let's drag this over. It's in the wrong spot. Okay, here's the US dollar. Okay, here's our July low, October high, November failure to make a new high. Here's our breakdown. Come down here and test major support right through there. Break up through the uptrend with a bull flag. Right through here, made a bull flag. So up, bull flag over to the right. See this? That would be your bull flag. Then another move up. And again, bull flag. And then another move up. Okay, so here we come up and we bull flag through the downtrend line. Then we come up here, bull flag through the flat 200. Then we come up here and we bull flag into a flat 100. Can't quite make a higher high. All right, so kind of consolidating through here. Coming back to test this flat 200, see if it's going to hold. What we want to happen is for price action to come through here and jig hook that way. Excuse me, that's what we don't want to happen. Okay, what we want to happen is for price to come down right through there, because a weaker dollar makes our markets go higher. Okay, so we don't want that. I don't know why I was thinking that. Okay, so for the dollar index, we don't want a strong dollar. Well, some of us do and some of us don't. Let's just put it that way. Okay. All right. The ones that want the market to go up, all right, want a weak dollar. The ones of us that want a strong dollar for a currency conversion want the dollar to go up. All right. So, anyways, price action rising up through, coming back and testing the flat 200 right through there. All right, so if this keeps coming down, market could go higher. We'll see what happens. I do see a possible trend that may develop through here, and price may come to a location down here. We'll see what happens. All right, so I can see this coming down to here. If that could happen, we could get another $20, $30 pop in the SPY. We'll see what happens. But this is the US dollar index. Again, weaker dollar is good for our businesses based here in the US because we sell more goods and services. All right, strong dollar. When foreign countries have to buy our goods and services, makes them more expensive for them to convert their currency over to U.S. currency to pay us for our goods and services. So we don't want a strong dollar if you're in the markets and you want the markets to be bullish. Okay, so there we are. What would be nice is to have a strong dollar and a strong market, which is looking like kind of like what we're having right now. This is pretty strong dollar right there, and I got to say that the markets are at the new all-time highs. We are kind of getting the best of both worlds right now. All right, let's trash this out. There's the dollar index. We got a good look at that. Let's go take a look at the economic indicators or the economic events. All right, so new home sales comes out at 10 a.m. All right. And then we got a Fed speaker well after the close. Tomorrow, durable goods, 8:30. Home price index, 9 o'clock in the morning. FHFA price index, 9 o'clock in the morning. Two different reporting agencies are going to give us a home price index. Consumer confidence comes out at 10. That'll probably be the big one for this week, is consumer confidence at 10. That comes in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh, wait. I take that back. GDP is going to be the big event this week. All right. Then we got GDP on Wednesday, 8:30. See that? Consumer confidence at 10 tomorrow. GDP 8:30 tomorrow, Wednesday morning. International trade goods 8:30, and wholesale inventories 8:30. We got a crude oil petroleum status report at 10:30, and I guess they usually have the other one the following day. And we got some Fed speakers there. Jobless claims coming in 8:30 on Thursday. Then we got personal income and outlays at 8:30 on Thursday. Pending home sales at 10. Chicago PMI at 9:45. And here it is, natural gas report at 10:30 on Thursday. Couple of Fed speakers. And that's it on Thursday. Friday, PMI manufacturing final, 9:45. ISM manufacturing index at 10. Consumer spending at 10. Consumer sentiment at 10. And a couple of Fed speakers, but none of them are the big guy. All right, Powell. He's the big guy. So this will be the main event right here. GDP, 8:30 on Wednesday. All right, let's take a look at earnings calendar. All right, so we've got for today, Workday, One Oak. So nothing really notable here, right? Nothing that's really going to move the market. Let's look at tomorrow. Lowe's, $133 billion. They can move the market. American Tower, that's communications. That's $88 billion right there. Wednesday. All right, Salesforce is going to report in the evening, $284 billion. All right, so a little bit. So the big one so far this week is going to be Salesforce reporting Wednesday night. And then we got GDP Wednesday morning. Okay, Royal Bank of Canada is going to report in the morning, $138 billion. TJX companies, $112 billion. They're going to report in the morning. Let's take a look at Thursday. Okay, Anheuser-Busch going to report in the morning, $110 billion. Toronto Bank's going to report in the morning, $107 billion. Next notable. Nothing notable happening there. So the big ones are going to be Wednesday. It's going to be Salesforce. And then Thursday, we got Lowe's going to report in the morning. All right, let's take a look at Max Payne. Let's see what Max Payne is going to be for today. Let me just refresh this. Okay, Max Payne for today looks like it's going to be 504. So looks like there's a lot of other people that believe that the market's going to pull back today to 504 and create that MMRP type pattern where we pull back and we check support. So we'll see what's going to happen today. All right, traders, that's it. I'll take questions in the room. I want to let you know that I am having a workshop, and it comes out this Thursday, and it starts at noon. It runs for about 3 to 4 hours. All right, and the name of the workshop is leveraging leveraging. Jeez, I forget the name. I've got it right here. Leveraging the 3/8 cross with short-term options. Right here. This is going to be it. All right. Leveraging the 3/8 cross with short-term options. I've got probably over 120 slides here. And I keep adding more because I got a whole lot of examples to show everybody. So if you want to sign up for that, I think Ed dropped the link in there. I'm also having an open house for all of you out there in YouTube land and Rumble land. I'm having an open house Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. So I am going to be a busybody this week. All right. I've got Tuesday. I've got open house. Then Tuesday night, I'm going to have a webinar at 8 p.m. Wednesday, more open house. Thursday, I've got a workshop. Okay. So I'll be a busybody all week this week. All right. All right. So I hope to see some of you at some of these events. All right. Everybody have a good day.